Welcome to the office. Before starting, put the auto-generated YouTube subtitles in French or your mother tongue to get everything. And slow down or speed up the pace as needed. If you don't have time to watch it, just listen this video as a podcast while doing something else. Now listen and learn English. The office. A place of deadlines, meetings, and the occasional stapler thief. But today, we're talking about something much bigger. We're talking about an office clash for the ages. This isn't your typical water cooler gossip. This is a full-blown, laugh-out-loud showdown. The kind of drama that makes you glad you brought popcorn. So grab your headphones, settle in, and get ready. Because things are about to get hilarious. And trust me, you don't want to miss a single ridiculous moment. First up, we have Amira. Amira is the queen of organization. Everything on her desk has its place. Her pens are color-coded, her folders are labeled, and don't even think about messing with her stapler. Amira is driven and ambitious. She takes her work seriously, maybe a little too seriously.
Let's just say I don't always know how to relax. But hey, nobody's perfect, right?
Underneath that perfectly polished exterior, Amira has a good heart. She just needs a little reminder to loosen up sometimes, and trust me, that reminder is coming, in the form of pure, unadulterated chaos. fight back. Amira takes a deep breath, trying to maintain her composure. She knows she shouldn't overreact. It's just a coffee cup, right? But this isn't just any coffee cup. This is a direct attack on her organizational system. Her carefully curated world of color-coded folders and perfectly aligned sticky notes has been disrupted.
Please be mindful of shared spaces.
She then proceeds to paste the note right onto Salif's pastry box, completely covering the delicious-looking croissant inside. A small victory, perhaps, but it's the first shot fired in what promises to be an epic office showdown. And it's driving her crazy.
You know, Salif, Amira takes her workspace very seriously. She's a bit particular about things.
Lucile, witnessing the entire exchange from her desk, stifles a laugh. This is even more entertaining than she could have imagined. She decides to stir things up a bit.
Particular? What do you mean?
Salif, his mouth full of croissant and sticky note, looks up at Lucile, confused.
Well, let's just say she has a system. A very specific, very organized system. And you might be disrupting it.
She pauses for effect, watching as Salif's face slowly morphs from confusion to dawning realization. This, she thinks, is about to get good. Salif, now aware of Amira's organizational obsession, decides to have a little fun with it. He starts by casually moving a few of Amira's folders, just to see her reaction.
Don't touch my things, she hisses, her voice dangerously low.
Amira, predictably, freaks out. She grabs the folders back, her eyes narrowed in a laser-focused glare. The battle lines are drawn. What follows is a hilarious escalation of absurd actions and reactions. Amira builds a fortress of folders around her workspace, creating a wall of manila and labels. Salif counters by bringing in a giant inflatable beach ball which he bounces around the office, narrowly missing Amira's carefully constructed fortress. Lucile, meanwhile, is having the time of her life. She live tweets the entire showdown, complete with witty hashtags and running commentary. Her followers are escalating pranks. The chaos reaches a fever pitch when Salif, in a moment of uncoordinated enthusiasm, accidentally bumps into Amira.
Oh no, I'm so sorry, Amira.
The impact sends her meticulously prepared cup of coffee organic almond milk, precisely 2 sugars flying through the air. Time seems to slow down as the coffee cup describes a graceful arc, its contents destined for one unfortunate target, Amira's pristine white blouse. A collective gasp fills the office. Everyone knows Amira's obsession with order and cleanliness. This, they realize, is a disaster of epic proportions. Amira watches in horror, her face a mask of disbelief. As the dark liquid descends toward her, it's as if a nightmare is unfolding in slow motion, and she's powerless to stop it.
No, this can't be happening.
Stares at the banana in his hand, utterly bewildered. He picks it up, examines it from all angles as if it might magically transform back into his state.
By the commotion, finds himself cracking a smile.
This is the most fun this office has had in years, he muses. Lunchtime Standoff.
As lunchtime rolls around, the tension reaches a fever pitch.
The office kitchen, usually a place of hurried meals and microwaved leftovers, becomes the setting for the final showdown.
Amira and Salif, armed with staplers and sticky notes, face each other in the middle of the room.
The air crackles with anticipation.
This is it, everyone thinks. This is the climax of the great office clash.
The tension is palpable, but there's a glint of mischief in both Amira's and Salif's eyes.
They've come to secretly enjoy this ridiculous battle of wits and pranks.
It's a welcome break from the monotony of spreadsheets and deadlines.
Just as Amira is about to launch a perfectly aimed sticky note bomb, something unexpected happens.
The fire alarm goes off. False alarm, real panic.
The piercing shriek of the fire alarm cuts through the office like a siren.
It's loud, obnoxious, and impossible to ignore.
The playful atmosphere evaporates, replaced by a jolt of adrenaline and a healthy dose of panic.
A collective gasp sweeps through the office.
People freeze, momentarily stunned by the sudden shift from playful chaos to real-life emergency.
Then all hell breaks loose.
Instinct takes over.
People scramble for the exits, their movements a flurry of frantic energy.
Papers fly through the air, coffee mugs clatter to the floor, and the once organized office descends into a chaotic free-for-all.
Amira, momentarily forgetting her feud with Salif, instinctively grabs her laptop and her precious color-coded folders, her mind racing with worst-case scenarios.
Life. A moment of truth.
The evacuation spills out onto the street, a mass of humanity blinking in the unexpected sunshine. People huddle in small groups, exchanging nervous glances and sharing theories about the cause of the false alarm.
Amira finds herself standing next to Salif. They haven't spoken since the alarm sounded, but the shared experience of the evacuation has created a strange sense of camaraderie between them. The absurdity of the situation hits Amira with full force. Just moments ago, they were engaged in a ridiculous battle of staplers and sticky notes. Now, standing together on the crowded street, their petty office feud seems utterly insignificant.
Salif catches Amira's eye and offers a sheepish smile. Well, that was eventful, he says, his voice a low rumble in the cacophony of the street.
Amira surprises herself by laughing. It's a shaky laugh, laced with residual adrenaline, but it's a laugh nonetheless. You can say that again, she replies. her voice lighter than she expected.
Salif's confession.
There's a moment of comfortable silence between them. The sounds of the city car horns, distant sirens, the chatter of pedestrians create a strange soundtrack to their unexpected truce. Listen, Amira, Salif begins, his usual jovial demeanor replaced by a look of genuine remorse. I'm really sorry about your coffee and your blouse, and well, everything.
Amira raises an eyebrow, surprised by Salif's uncharacteristically sincere apology.
It's fine, Salif, she says, waving her hand dismissively. It was just a coffee and a blouse.
No, it's not fine, Salif insists, shaking his head. I was being a jerk. I know you like things organized, and I deliberately messed with you. It wasn't cool. It's just...
Salif hesitates, searching for the right words.
Things have been kind of rough lately. My dad's been sick, and I'm trying to be strong for everyone, you know? But sometimes it's just easier to put on a happy face and pretend everything's okay.
He looks at Amira, his eyes filled with a vulnerability she's never seen before.
I guess I was taking it out on you, using your organized little world as a target for my own chaos.
A wave of empathy washes over Amira. She's so used to seeing Salif as the office jokester, the perpetually cheerful one, that she never stopped to consider what might be going on beneath the surface.
Salif, I had no idea. I'm so sorry about your dad. And you don't have to apologize. It's just a silly office prank. Water under the bridge.
Salif smiles, a genuine smile this time, and Amira can see the relief in his eyes.
Thanks, Amira, that means a lot.
The fire alarm, a false alarm as it turned out, has inadvertently sparked a moment of genuine connection between them. They've seen past the office personas, the carefully constructed facades, and glimpsed the vulnerability beneath. And in that moment, standing together on the crowded street, their office feud feels like a distant memory. The all-clear signal from the fire department cuts through the air, a welcome sound that signals the end of their unexpected outdoor adventure. A collective sigh of relief sweeps through the crowd as people slowly start filing back into the building. The office, once a scene of chaotic evacuation, is now eerily quiet. Papers are scattered across desks, coffee mugs lie abandoned, and a lone rubber band rests on the floor, a silent reminder of the playful battle that preceded the alarm. The smell of burnt popcorn still lingers in the air, a faint but persistent reminder of the false alarm that brought their workday to a standstill. But despite the lingering smell and the disarray, there's a sense of normalcy returning as people reclaim their desks and resume their routines. Amira and Salif walk in together, their steps lighter, their expressions softer. The forced evacuation, the shared moment of vulnerability, has shifted something between them. The petty competition, the silly pranks suddenly seem trivial in the grand scheme of things. Announcement erupts in laughter. So, Mr. Henderson continues,
To commemorate this epic showdown, I've decided to award a prize worthy of the occasion.
with a dramatic flourish, he whips a sheet off a nearby object, revealing a giant inflatable trophy shaped like a stapler. It's ridiculous, it's oversized, and it's perfect. The office roars with laughter. Amira and Salif, standing side by side, exchange amused glances. The sight of the inflatable stapler trophy is so absurd, so unexpected, that it completely diffuses any lingering tension between them.
And the winner is... Mr. Henderson pauses, drawing out the suspense, the entire office.
He throws his arms up in the air, beaming at his bewildered employees.
Because let's face it, folks, we've all been winners today. We've survived a fire alarm, we've witnessed an epic office showdown, and we've even managed to get some work done in between.
counted and embellished with each retelling. Amira and Salif, their feud long forgotten, find themselves drawn into easy catching stories.